Hey guys! So today I'm going to do a get ready with me, and this is just kind of going to be a very light makeup day. So there's days where I don't want to wear no makeup, but then there's days I don't want to wear a ton of makeup. So this is just going to cover my face, give me a very natural look, and it's great for the winter because I hate putting so many products on my face during the winter. It makes all of my skin issues worse. So let's jump into it. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I always put chapstick on, and I have my Burt's Bees, what is this, beeswax lip balm, and it's just a regular, chapstick, basically. I'm not going to say chapstick, this is just a lip balm, and I love it. It smells very minty, so if you like minty things, this is probably for you. And I'm inhaling my chapstick, but it smells really good and it feels really good on the lips. So that's why I kind of use the Burt's Bees a lot. I love that. It's not gloopy either. Like some other lip balms can feel very either sticky, tacky, like you can just feel them a little bit more. This is very more, like a lot more natural feeling on my lips. That's why I always use it. So since I'm doing just a very light makeup day, very light here, I like to not wear complete foundation when I'm just doing regular days, like kind of light days. So what I'll do is I'll just take a concealer, and I'm going to take, this is the Revlon Colorstay concealer, and this is in a color, where is it? Light medium 03. We're going to see if it still matches me, because my skin's been getting really pale this winter. So I went from being super tan this summer and early fall to just for me, this is extremely pale because I have Latin, I'm Puerto Rican, so we're supposed to have that tan color in us. So I'm just gonna take it like this, and I have my mirror in front of me, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna take a concealer brush to just kind of blend everything. This one I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use my Ulta Professional concealer brush right here. So I'm just gonna take and dot on my red spots, and I'm missing them here. I just like to go around and kind of dot in the areas that are gonna need it. And it's like that whole area right there. And then I'll also even go in a V, sort of, underneath my eyes. And I make some really funny faces while doing this, so go ahead and laugh, it doesn't bother me. Alright. So just kind of getting over, because I'm going to blend it in, so I know I'm going to catch all of these spots, but I'm just getting like some of the major spots that I see. And then yet again, I'm going to go underneath my eye in kind of this V shape. And you can see how I do have dark eyes, around the skin around my eyes is all just super dark. So, I mean, when I don't want an eyeshadow on, works fine. But it does make me look halfway sickly, so yeah. Not the biggest fan of it. This is going to be like a chatty get ready with me probably, because that was a lot of spots. So my skin, when I do start getting better skin, it doesn't take this long. It really is just a couple spots. So I'm just going to sit here and I kind of just blend that in over these spots. And like I said, this concealer may still be in my summer color. So we're going to see how this goes. It kind of looks a little dark for how pale I am right now. So I just go in and I blend over the red spots. See, I don't mind, if I'm just going to the store, if I'm hanging out at home and I just don't want to look, sickly, like I said, I don't mind having some redness come through, because I do have a lot of redness around my face. So I'm not, super sensitive about that. But, let's say I'm going to end up going to dinner later on, I do like to go ahead and go over with foundation. Just to keep it, the redness kind of under control. So I'm just sitting here blending. And actually, this concealer brush is not doing as good of a job as I would hoped. So I Do I have my big brush in here? Yes, I do. So I did grab my big brush. This is my Bare Minerals Precision Face Brush, and I love using this to just pat blend everything in. And I use this with my foundation, so it just does a great job kind of blending everything together, I think. And it gets like all over the face. Like I can still get into these nooks and crannies, like under my eye, under my nose there, and get around. And it's still like it's a bigger brush and it has that angle to it, so that's kind of nice. I like that. I'm gonna need to add some more on this side. This side's looking not too bad. But that's what I'm saying, like I don't want heavy coverage. I don't want a full coverage. I want something just very, very light. Let me see where I'm just gonna add a little bit down here. I did have about a week and a half ago, huge breakout and huge issues because with my face, because I was put on by my dermatologist, I was put on some new topical medicines. Did not go well for me. Basically, my skin peeled so much that the entire under part here, top part of my cheek here, same on this side basically, just was an open wound and it was peeling so bad it hurt. I would put moisturizer on and it would burn. Anything that I did to try and fix the situation was burning. So I kind of stopped that. It was a topical one, and that's what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to like dry everything out and peel it, which was fine, except for when you have like cluster acne like I do, I have like dots everywhere. You sit there and you put the dots on it, and it basically just covers an entire surface of the face. So, I mean, might as well at that point just rub it all over your face. And it was just not feeling so nice. It hurt a lot. So, this is pretty much what you end up with. It's very, very natural. It's not a full coverage. So if you want full coverage, this is not what you're going to get. Like, this is just a very natural trying to keep my skin, you know, under control because too many products make it worse. And I did prep my skin, and I totally forgot to tell you what I prepped my skin with. So I just washed my face like normal, and I actually am using a new lotion right now. Ooh, like it. It has, there were some under eye lotions, nighttime stuff that I was using that was a very good thick cream. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. I wish I could just use it all on my face. But you know, eye creams are very expensive. So I was like, it's not gonna happen. But I found this. I didn't find it. I'm trying to figure out who it's from though. This is why I'm looking at it, because I'm like, so this is, I think this is EB5 facial cream. Oat-based cream products, heals, moisturizes for sensitive skin, vitamins, and antioxidants. That is it. Yep. This is the anti-aging cream. Love it. Like if I open this up and show you what I'm talking about, this is a heavy, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a very heavy cream. Like, nah, I don't want to phrase that. It's not like, you know, a solid, but it's a very thick whipped cream, and I just put it on my face and it feels great. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, that's the kind of moisturizer I want. Feels awesome. So that may be getting purchased in the full size because I loved it. All right, so this is what you end up with when you have the like concealer on. So just use concealer. If you want, you can set with a powder, translucent powder, or anything like that, because I know a lot of people really want to set it. Especially if you have oily skin, that might be very good for you. But I don't, so I'm not gonna set it. I was like reaching for my setting powder. I was like, no. I'm just gonna leave it because this actually looks good for a normal day. Now, I always start with my eyebrows. My eyebrows are, if you can tell, thin and barely there, and definitely not shaped in any good way. And even that, like this one's shaped better than this one, and this one has like, there's like a bald spot. Like there's bald spots. My eyebrows are just the bane of my existence right now. So I've been working on them, but you know, if you have bad eyebrows, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm using the Clinique Brow Keeper. This has a spoolie at the end, and then on the other side is a pencil. It's like a thicker, softer pencil, but I do like it. So I brush through it with this. Being it's a natural day, I'm not going to use a ton, and I'm not even going to worry about trying to make those perfect eyebrows. I really don't think I ever have perfect eyebrows. I just kind of small strokes through the eyebrows, just kind of making it look like I actually have some thickness there versus the fact that I really don't. Just kind of doing that. And you can see like my bald spots popping up through this. And I love this about spoolies. If you make a mistake, just brush through it. Right. Hold on, I'm gonna have to get close and personal for this one. But yeah, so if you make it too dark, spool through it, you're good. But this is basically what I do, is just kind of, it's, eyebrows are they're just something you have to just keep working at. Like, they're never going to be perfect, I don't think, unless you literally just draw them in and they're just completely fake. Eyebrows, I don't think, are ever going to be perfect. If you have naturally perfect eyebrows, I'm jealous, very jealous. I used to have too, like that's one thing that drives me up a wall, is I used to have these beautiful, thick eyebrows, and they just, with age, like aging in general, you know, fun part, if you are in your 20s or any younger, as you age, your body turns against you. It's great. It's part of being a woman. It's fun. So, yeah, my eyebrows were like one of my things to go. And you know what? In this grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. Because like I said, you can just draw them in. But they're just one of those things where I'm like, I feel like it'd be a lot better if I just had eyebrows that actually looked like eyebrows instead of stick figures. That'd be great. All right. So that's what I'm going to go with. I go with very natural for the most part. I don't do like, you know, how people like draw the line and then fill it in to no end. I don't do that. I try to just keep it pretty natural here. So if I wanted to on this day, depending on the day, you know, I like to just, I can leave them like this and be fine. If I wanted to, I also have the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is something that I do repurchase a lot. I love this stuff. It does work. It's very nice. This is number 5 because I have the darker hair. So I just get extra gel off of there because I don't want any weird random globs of gel going on. So I just sit there and I get it off. And then you can just take it and go through it. And I have to look at my mirror down here. Not coordinated enough to look in the viewfinder and try and get this. And then there's kind of, I like the gel too, because the gel just kind of keeps it in its place. So like the hairs, like my hair's curly naturally, so I think my eyebrows are kind of like that, because they just like to go every which direction, and it's just, there's no coordination at all. So it just kind of makes them, you know, if they're here, go straight up, if they're here, going that way, and so it just kind of keeps them where they need to go. So there's my eyebrows. So what I'll do on natural days, I do still like to have some kind of an eyeshadow. Like I said, I could get away with this because I just have dark eyes. I'm gonna blame work for that. I really think it is where I work, and the fact that I work at night for 12 hours. I think it's just, I'm starting to get those dark circles, you know, not so pretty. But I mean, if looking in the viewfinder, looking in my mirror, it just kind of looks like I put a little bit of something on there. But if I want to add a little something, I have my Hoola, Benefit Hoola. This is a contour. This is a bronzer. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. But I can take this, and I take my Real Techniques, what is this? Domed shadow brush. I'm like, domed shadow brush. There you go. It's a big fluffy brush. I do like these. I have like 4 to 6 of these all over the place. I use them for everything. They're awesome to blend. Like I have one that you can blend down here if you need to, or pat the powder underneath. I have, you know, like the one for like spazzy colors, like bright reds, bright blues, things like that. And then I have, you know, the natural tones, things like that. And I just have them for different reasons. These are really good brushes. So I just kind of go over. And like I said, it doesn't do much, but it kind of makes it look a little bit like I tried. A little bit. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And I get into the crease. Pick it into that outer V. You know, if you're a beauty person, if you're a makeup person, you know what I'm talking about. Just get all over it. There we go. So there's that. I'm gonna put my brush back in there. I love this little brush. If you have one of these Hoolas or one of the blushes, you know what I'm talking about. Love those. Super cute. All right. Next is I do, like I said, depending on what's going on that day, is how I do my makeup. So if let's say I am going to go out to dinner with friends or something like that, I'll put a little bit of liner on. And it also, yet again, just depends on how I'm feeling. But right now, I am feeling very Chartist. If you have not heard about this, this is the clay paint liner. I got one as a sample, finished the sample, and then I was like, I kind of need that again. So this is I'm going to use the word liquid, but it's a clay liner. So it has this little flat part. I don't know if you can see it, like flat part to it. And there's a hole in the middle. And you just push a little bit, very lightly, get some of the liquid out. See, I like barely push. And then you just use the brush that comes with it to, see, I use that flat round part, like kind of the bowl part, to just get that color on my brush in a point too. Like that's what I do, is I'm using the edge to make it pointy. So then I take this and I will do just lightly. So let's see here. See if I can do this. I'm normally like nose against the mirror trying to get this liner right. So this may look weird trying to do it without putting my nose to a mirror. All right, not too bad. Doing pretty good. All right, so I start from when I do this, I will start from the middle of the eyelid here and just work to the corner. And I feel like the middle of the eyelid, when you cut it off here, makes that eye look bigger. So if you want to look like your eyes are open, you know, when you're half asleep or when you know, just you're like, ugh. I feel like just going from liner from halfway across the eye to the end is really going to open up that eye. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now. And I didn't even push any up. I still had some on that little bowl. I'm going to use the word bowl for this, but on that little bowl there. Just going halfway across the lid and drawing a little line. Same thing this way. And draw across the eyelid. I think I'm good. It's the fun thing about when you do it. Even if you have a mirror, even if you're like looking in the viewfinder, which you keep seeing me doing that, I'll always like be editing and I'll be like, that was not perfect. Why did I not see that? And I don't know. So from here, it does look like it's good. So I just literally did top lid halfway on the eye across. So from the middle of the eyelid to the outside to the outside of the eyelid. And I like that it just kind of lines the eye so it looks like I have, you know, lashes, and it makes them look a little bit thicker. And then just, you know, a little bit of liner goes a long way, young ladies. It's great. Now I'm going to take my They're Real Benefit Mascara. All right. I've been using the Clinique mascara and loving it, but, you know, lately, you know, you try new products and you're like, ooh, I like this too. And this is kind of one of those moments. Tried this product and I'm kind of really liking it. And I really love the end of it. If you look at the spoolie, it's got like a little ball kind of looking thing. Back over. A little ball looking thing. And what I can do is I can go like this and get the little ones. Or separate something or anything like that. And I actually just made that a clump. I feel like I got something in my eye. And I'm just going to go on the bottom. So not doing too much with this mascara. Not going to take too long with it. Just making sure I get through all those. Separate a little bit. And the bottom ones. We never forget the bottom ones. And there you go. So that just kind of makes the eyes look like I tried, which is always a nice look. So now, let's see what I have. It depends on, like I said, it depends on what's going on and how I'm looking and everything like that. And so I was looking at myself because I'm like, under here, there are some days, if you know what I'm talking about, if you're like me and you have a darker underside of your eyes or you have bags or anything like that, some days you might need a brightener. I don't today, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Just don't mess with it. But I do use the Stroke of Light from Bare Minerals eye brightener. Love this. Have repurchased it. Will repurchase it. Just I always put it on underneath my mascara, and I'll just do like that big V again and just kind of blend it out, and it just brightens up underneath that eye. Love it. Love that stuff. So now I'm going to take blush. So yet again, you don't really need to do anything. If you just want a very natural look, leave it like this and you're good. I'm just going to put a very small dab of my favorite blush right on the corners here, right here. See, I don't even go down into the face. I stay up here from about here up is where I'm trying to stay. And I just do very light. And I'm even using the brush that comes with it. I'm talking about, love this brush. It's cute. And then I'll just try and make sure it goes into the hairline like it's supposed to. But this is the, oh, sorry, I didn't even tell you. This is the Benefit Dandelion. This is the mini version of it. And once I'm done with this mini version, I will be getting the full size because I love this stuff and I use it all the time. It is my absolute favorite blush. Just, I don't think I'll ever be able to live without it. So I will be repurchasing that. So now, yet again, from here, it's just going to be, if you want to add a little bit more, if you feel like you need to add a little bronzer, if you feel like you need to add a little bit of anything, you can add it. It's your natural day. It's your regular day. So I am actually going to add just a tad bit of highlighter. Like I said, I like to brighten up my face because I do sometimes just look very dragged down and tired. So I just want to brighten up my face just a little bit. And I could have done that with the eye brightener, or I can even do it. I have my, this is Laura Mercier. This is the Highlight 01 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. So love this stuff. I got this. I was going to go get, for a little treat for me, I was going to go get the Hourglass highlighting kit, the one with 3. I went and I was just like, I like it and I really like it. I really love it, but I don't think I could have brought myself to it. It's $62. It's apparently completely worth it to some people. Like, everybody loves it and I've heard so many good reviews about it. But I was just kind of like, you know, like, I'm already on the fence about it. I don't know. I went, tried the colors, and I was like, let me see what else is around. So I went and tried like every other, I was at Sephora, and you know how many different like brands they have? I tried like every other highlighter, and I just kept coming back to the Laura Mercier highlighter and loved it. I still just absolutely loved it. So I grabbed a brush while I was there. This is the Pro Angled Brush 49. This I fell in love with. Like, it's so soft, and I love the angle to it. It's great for just taking a little bit of this highlighter. Just gonna put a little bit on there, tap off, and then I just take a little bit on my cheek and just kind of brighten up my cheek a little bit. And it's a matte, so I don't have to worry about any weird, you know, liquidy stuff going on. Because I do have liquid highlighters that I do like to use, but sometimes they will, you just put them on and there's just like one spot that's super highlighted and everything else isn't. And you're like, what happened there? So, and then I'll just take a little bit, I'll run down my nose, a little on my forehead. You know, the regular spots to highlight, whichever yours are. And I rave about this. I absolutely love this. This is probably something I will be repurchasing as well, even though it is a little bit more expensive. It's like $40, I think. But I was just like, oh, yeah. And I kept coming back to it because I kept going, it's 40. So I was like, it's okay, let me try this one. But I really like the other one more. Like, so I kept coming back to this, and that is one of my new favorites. So, last but not least, I'm going to go with lips. So, yet again, lips can be however you want. If you make a bright lip, you can make a nude lip, you can leave it like this. I can totally leave it like this and get away with it. I always try to put on, this is the 24/7 Glide On Ozone. This is from Urban Decay. I always try to put this on just to line my lips really quick. I can't talk while I'm doing this, so sorry. There you go. I hummed for you. So I just kind of line my lips with this. It kind of just creates this nice barrier so that my, you know, if I do have a red or anything on, if I have a lipstick, a liquid lipstick or anything, it doesn't blend, like blur out off the lip line. It kind of stays on that lip line. So I was torn when I decided to put this look together on which one I wanted. This is the Tanya Burr Cosmetics Matte Lip in Cherry Macaroon, and it's a very nice red. And then there's this, which is my Neutrogena Moistureshine, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Moistureshine Gloss. There we go. This is 130. This is, what is that, Nutri-Berry? So I'm actually going to go with this because I think this is a nice light color. So you just take it, you know, do what you do. And this is because it's a very relaxing day and I'm just gonna go with this. So that's what you got. And that is the end of the look. So this is, like I said, every day, regular day. If you're not, you know, that medium day where you don't want to have no makeup, but you don't want to have a full face of makeup. And you just want to look very natural, very relaxed. And you can change it up however you like it. This is your face. Go for it. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will have links below for all of the different products if you want to check them out. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.